Received a challenge not too long ago from my boss, and he wanted me to take this idea of a center of excellence. That's the this methodology you see in DevOps and agile environments and old school factories. It's a way of getting people with different levels of knowledge kind of into one working cohesive product. If you look up Microsoft 365 Center of Excellence, Splunk Center of Excellence, you're going to see these just well put together documentation standards, how to roll this out. They include everything from technical controls to leadership's guidelines, and try and create all the critical components that 90% of companies are going to need based on a roles and responsibility approach. I've sort of always worked in these sort of center of excellence models based on just personal experience. I was blessed enough to be put into a tools and automation and a DevOps style team for a lot of years that brought in some great consultants. I was blessed enough to work with Birch over at Splunk briefly, on and off. I still message him, who developed the Splunk Lantern, Splunk Center of Excellence process. That's where a lot of this came from. I had some great experiences at their Splunk Conf talking to people about this, and I've executed it for a number of products and services throughout my career. But I've never formalized it. I've never put it on tape. I've never tried to create a Confluence page people can use, because I think it's just a series of common sense components. But it's only a series of common sense components to the experts in that domain. And that's where the Center of Excellence starts to have importance. It tries to get you to see other things you're forgetting. When you design a backup solution, when you design your change control process, are you thinking about the other stakeholders? So I was thinking about that. Well, my boss was actually thinking about it. He says, why don't you formalize this? Why don't you put it to tape, put it to a book, put it to something, and talk it out, refine it, make it better, and distribute it. People could benefit from this. There's a lot of sysadmins and security people who haven't quite made that jump, who can see the bigger picture. Thought about it, and well, I decided I'm going to start this series. That's most basic form right now. I've broken our Center of Excellence into a cultural tree, a cultural domain, a data domain, a people domain, a platform, a program, and then run books. I'm going to really dig into these over time. But effectively, everything you're going to do about running either a product, say you're running Splunk and you deliver that to your company as a value prop, or a service where you might be a small security team in a growing company and you have to deliver that service up. This model can fit both use cases, product or service. It's going to require tweaking. Has to be tweaked. Your company culture and your technology choices are not going to match the next person's technology culture and financial constraints. Let's be real. So I'm going to attempt to keep this generic. I'm going to attempt to keep this probably more about product than service, but I want to continue some conversations that basically will lead this to be something you can just clone into your environment, fill in the blanks, have the conversations like a checklist, which will ensure you're covering everything you need to do for your product or service as it grows. I think I'm going to cut it right there. I think I've covered the intro pretty well. The Confluence page here is danielteachestech.atlassian.net. That should be public. If it's not at the time when you're watching this video, it means I locked it down for some reason. Just shoot me a message, put a comment in the YouTube video or something like that. I'll send you a copy if for whatever reason this isn't available at that time. All right, I'll come back and I'll break down the domains in a second video.